You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's still Good Morning Anambra, and this is how we begin to explore our themes for today. And we'll be looking at promoting societal values through music. Commentaries, commentators, as well as opinion holders have continued to emphasize on the need to use music to inculcate proper societal values in our society. One of the most emphasis that has been placed is on the new culture of music in Nigeria, where it seems the real things are not being talked about. The narrative has actually gone towards immorality and celebrating those things that some people will consider as incendiary. What are these things, and has it actually affected the thought process in the country? Would music still be relevant in changing societal values? These are more of the questions we'll be asking this morning as we look at promoting societal values through music. And we have a professional with us in the studio to look at this topic, Dr. Ebele Ojukwu, a music lecturer at Anambra University, Oka. She's also a specialist in music pedagogy. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right, we'll begin to look at this very important topic, music as a tool for re-engineering societal values, promoting societal values through music. Let's start this way. Those of you who are academics in the music line, what do you consider as music? And for the ordinary man on the street, what does music mean to him?
Well, music to an ordinary man in the society is this music you hear. The music they hear on televisions, on the radios, on the internet, the sound of music they hear. That is what they consider music. And that is what music is. But to us in the field, it is also music. But it's not every sound that you hear that is music. Before you call a particular sound music, that it must be pleasing to the ear. It must be organized. That's why we define, if you go to schools, we define music as organized sound that is pleasing to the ear. And there are other things that must be involved in that. You consider the qualities. There are certain things you consider. When you say that, before you call a certain piece of music a good music, you consider the tempo, the rhythm, the timbre, and so on and so forth. So music is still organized sound that is pleasing to the ear, just like a layman can say that. Even some people think that every sound they hear is music, but it is not. So before you say, there are sounds that you hear that you can call noise, which everybody knows. But before you say that a particular sound is music, it must be organized, and it must be pleasing to the ear, and it must possess certain qualities before you say that it is music or good music.
Okay. And I know that it's generally believed that teaching values through music will sure promote an educational and social experience that will positively and successfully transform the society. And based on this now, we'd like to find out from you, what impact does music have on human beings?
Yes, music, I can say, have a lot of impact in societal, that is correcting or in promoting societal values. Before, in the olden days, the type of music we hear, the traditional music, because it is not, it's of recent, people are no longer interested in their traditional music. But in the olden days, people are being taught through traditional music, folk music of the community. And the folk music of the community, they are being taught through oral tradition. It's not the music you go to school to learn. It is learned informally through oral tradition. That is when parents sit at home.
What is oral tradition?
That is through through tradition. That is where parents or the elders teach their young through through songs, like our folk songs. So we have various of them. Our folk songs, we taught, morals are being taught through traditional music of the people. That is music handed down from generation to generation through word of mouth. That's what I mean by oral tradition. Okay. So that is how music was being learned in the olden days. But you can find out that in our present society or more in modern times, parents no longer teach their children through folk music or traditional music. They don't even know it, especially the younger generation, younger parents now. They don't even know their music. Due to so many things, especially through movement of the people from the various villages to township where they live. And so people are not attuned with the music of their society or the tradition of their people. So you see, people's music, you can see people's tradition, people's culture, norms, values through people's music. So when you are teaching your child, and sometimes it is done unconsciously, you'll be singing the music of your people to your children, and they're learning. And they're learning. There are certain things a child will do. We say, you start even without even shouting or beating the child. You can just start a song, and the child will listen and learn.
Really?
Yes, the child will just listen and learn. I can remember how many things I learned from my parents, but it is no longer like that. This
Still on this, there's a platform you laid, a ground you laid about people moving from their families or from their original places of birth or in indigenous places, and then move to another place, and you have a cultural interchange.
Yes.
And it seems people now lose what should be that their culture and tradition. My question now is, are we not going to consider those things we learn from these interchanges as the real culture that exists, especially when you consider that in the present generation, it seems views, opinions, and acceptance of the kind of way of life we live are now measured by the kind of music we listen to now, not those folk tale musics, by social media. So wouldn't you say that the music of this generation is still performing those same functions that those folk tales music performed in its days?
Yes. I can say that we still have music and composers that compose music that can promote that can promote culture values. But you see that younger generations, they pay more attention to such music, especially pop music. Pop music. Even there are some popular musicians that play music that promotes societal values.
Exactly.
But the younger generation, what do you consider? What type of music do they listen to? What type of music do they download from the internet, from the social media? You understand? You discover that most of our younger, the elderly ones like us and people older than us, they listen to the meaning of music. When they listen to music, they select the type of music. They don't listen to anything called music. But the younger generation, they want to listen to happening things. They want to listen to the type of dance, the type of dress. There are so many things, not only the music being played, but the way it is played, the costume and all whatnot.
And based on this assertion you've made now, we would like to find out what are the negative effects of music on the society.
The negative effect is that our younger generation, the youth, the adolescents, they learn from the other side of the side of the music that is not, for what I can say that it is not very good. That is what they prefer. That is what they listen. That is what they want to see. That is, the younger generation. They don't even look for the music that upholds the societal values. They're only looking for that word. I don't know how to describe the type of things, the type of words they prefer to hear.
Okay,
you understand?
All right,
you know the use.
We'll continue with this one. We'll come back because some musicians will say that what they release into the market, it is left for the consumer to decide they want to accept or not. But that you'll react to when we come back from this short break.
Okay.
Shows Diamond shared the dream to build more than just a bank, bringing the online revolution to Nigeria and becoming part of the networked society, helping to lift the country and continent out of recession to enrich its people too. Now, with our two banks fused together, we can help more move up the social ladder and help future generations make more of their lives, whoever and wherever they are. A new bond to help unleash the potential in every African who banks with us.
All right, you're welcome back. It's still promoting societal values through music. And we have Dr. Ebelo Ojukwu, a music lecturer from Anambra University, looking at this topic with us this morning. There was a question or a reaction I started before we went on that short break that I want her to react to. Now, there is a current music, a new release by 4 young popular musicians. One of the sentences they made in that song is that, let me say it this way, Pastor, na money is the root of evil. Now, the musician will tell you that his music is reinforcing what is already expressed in the society. Mm-hmm. Not as though he's bringing in new things, but he's reinforcing. Some people will call it that media and music is just like a mirror of the society, reflecting back those things that the society is doing already. Would you blame music for those negative effects?
I am not blaming music in any way.
Okay.
I cannot blame music. I cannot even blame some musicians. Okay. As I said, the young people love listening to music, what I can call that is not quite promoting
So it's the young people that you blame now. You don't blame music, you blame musicians.
The musicians, some musicians, the type of music they play is not even this type we are talking about. Okay. This one type is, you cannot say that is not promoting values. Okay. But there are certain things, like somebody that played Uku Salambara and all those, especially the hip hop. Yes. When they will continue repeating one word in several ways, sometimes you cannot even see meaning in what they are doing. Like I was listening, some time ago I was listening.
So in that case, you blame the musician.
Some musicians, not all. And you know, when you talk about musicians, we have art musicians. Especially, usually music that, composed by people who studied music. Okay. You understand? Then we have in school, we normally call it academic musicians and non-academic musicians. When you listen to music by academic musicians, you understand what music is all about. You understand? Okay. And the type of most 99.9% of academic musicians, they play music that promotes societal values. Yes. You understand? But when you go to popular musicians, some of them play music that promote societal value, and some of them play anything they want, anything the society, especially the younger generation, we want to hear. Because it's the type of that if you continue shouting God, God, some of them they will like to shout. You discover what is happening now. Like Flavor started with gospel music. It wasn't moving so as he wanted. So he changed and he started playing all kinds of things. Then
now he's back to gospel music.
Yes, I know. Then the younger generation started paying attention to his music, and he's now combining. You know what I can call? He's now combining both.
All right, look, we went to the street to get reactions from people, so we'll take those reactions now.
Brishina the entertainer.
Wow, wow, yes. Wow. Hello, people. You can hear her. Chinenye, a musician. Fortunately for us, we have a topic relating to our field. We want her to tell us how we can use music to transform the society. Please,
Wow.
Chinenye, can you talk to us? How can we promote societal value through music, please?
I will speak in Igbo language because I'm promoting it.
Okay.
Bikono, imari ọbụla na-eme na society, jisike tinye ya n'egwu ọbụla ị na-agụ. Hụwanụ ya ka enwe ike wee dozie obodo anyị. For me, ọkwa Igbo ka m na-epromote. Alabala anyị Igbo bụ asụsụ anyị, anyị na-eme onwe anyị na-emebi asụsụ anyị, a na-eme nzukọ, a na-agbasa ozi, a na-agụ akwụkwọ, ahapụ Igbo, nwata akwụkwọ sụọ Igbo, apịa anyị ụtalị, ọnakwobe ha sụọ Igbo, apịa anyị ụtalị, onye nkụzi tidebe ife, papa tidebe ife, mama tidebe ife, ka Igbo bụ anyị mee, so ịghọtago ya bikonu, ka anyị jisi n'ike, jisi n'ike.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, darling.
You can hear again, Chinenye is telling you, please promote Igbo language. Let us support her.
For people to advance the culture of the people of the area, music of the ancient times should be reverted to. So if we can get at the music of the ancient times, where people dance with joy, joy that moves from their heart to the people, then people will at some time be moved to dance at some time.
The new musicians should learn something from the old musicians, because the old musicians, they are giving us more of what is happening in society than now. The new musicians are more interested in making money, fame, and affluence and other things. But the older musicians are more interested in correcting the ills of the society. Talent may be born, but skill is acquired. There's what we call transformative musicology, which should promote music for the purpose of positively transforming the society. And I think nothing can be done positively except the musicians take the lead. So I think the bottom line is for people that teach musicians in the universities, colleges of education and polytechnic to really instill into them, the positive values that we have misplaced, so that we do not compose or sing because of money or because of popularity, but to rebuild our society.
New musicians are interested in the fame, the affluence they will get from music. That's some of the voices we heard from the street. We also saw the lady who is talking about using music to promote culture and language. Dr. Ebelo Jupu, music lecturer and specialist in music pedagogy, is with us in the studio looking at this topic from different dimensions. Welcome again.
Thank you.
Well, Doc, we know that, of course, from what we have heard from this voice pop, the last person that spoke, that's Dr. Femi.
Professor Femi.
Professor Femi, yes. He said that nothing can be done positively except the musicians take the lead.
Yes.
And you have tried to exonerate the musicians from the ills that some music brings to our society.
No, not that I'm exonerating them. But as I said, we have academic and non-academic musicians. When an academic musician plays music, it promotes societal value to a high extent. When non-academic plays music, some of them, I remember I said that, some of the non-academics, they also play music that promote societal value. But some, they're only interested in the money they will make from the music. And that they know that most people that listen to their music are youths. And so they will like to play what the youths will hear. But in order to promote societal values, I still maintain that musicians should mind the type of words they use in their music, the type of dressing, the type of dance steps, because all these are what the youths are looking for. Majority, 90 or 90% of the youths listen to music, and they can download it from the net. They can listen to television, to radios. So, in order to, I also want to say that government should help. It's not only the musicians. The government should censor the type of music we have in our social media. I think they can do it if they want.
But, Doc, still talking about this, the issue of appeal, you talked about academic musicians or non-academic musicians. Now, some of these academic musicians, we have not, apart from those people who are studying music in school, rarely have access to those songs. Or when you do, they are practically they are looking like Latin, sulfur notation and all those. A professional might not be able to understand those songs. Now, the question...
You mean non-professional?
The ones coming from professionals, academic musicians. It seems those ones that we might say that are going against the profession, the style, the things that must be considered, are people who are actually identifying with the appeal that the public will easily identify with.
Yes, that's what I said. That's why I said that government can help to censor the type of music that goes into the internet, social media, so that they'll be able to find at least bear those ones that are not very good.
Would that actually be a solution to this?
I think it can be a solution.
If it can be a solution by government intervening, but I know that in the past or long past, musicians use, what do you call it, movements seeking social change, like in the case of fighting appetite in South Africa, way back in the 70s. Okay, musicians like Onye Konwenu, Sonny, the late Sonny Okosan, they fought appetite to stand still with the kind of music they played, sending the messages to the whole world that this is not good for Africa. And they won the fight. So what do we do? How can we use music again?
Yes, just as you said, music that is mostly heard is the music by non-academic composers. So this is a fight for everybody. It is not only for musicians. The musicians should do, at least they have association where they can sit and say, this is not good, let us do it the other way. Yes, they can contribute in this aspect. Also, I still maintain that the government can do something. Even the parents, you should monitor the type of music your children listen to. I have youths in my house, and sometimes I listen to, because they're often in music. They often listen to music. Yeah. Yes, with their phone and or whatnot. Sometimes I listen, and when I hear what I know that this is not good for you, I call the attention to it. Parents can do something. Even the society can shun such music. When you hear somebody sing, even in our schools, like I say, not only even the weddings that these youths listen to, they look at the dressing, they look at the behavior, they look at so many things of the musician. That is what is attracting them, not only the wordings of the music.
Okay, but apart from what the government can do, is there any way that the the academic musicians can synergize with other musicians outside academy to be able to produce good music that will inspire social change? Yes,
we also, just as the non-academics, that they have the association where I said that they can do something there. Academic musicians, we also have our own association, and even some of our students, they are into music business, into popular music. This type of music the youths want to listen to. So we talk to them, we advise them, we educate them that your music can still go places without using words or without using things that are negative to the values of the society. There are so many ways you can still make good music.
All right, there are several ways that you can make good music and bring complete holistic change to our society, especially through music. Thank you, Dr. Bello Ojukwu, music lecturer from Anambra University, for joining us on the show this morning.
Thank you.
Dalo. That's how far we'll go on this segment of Good Morning Anambra. We'll continue with the discussion, exploring another theme of the day. As you still join us, stay with us. IJ is still here.
Yes, I am. We'll see you later.